The universe is vast, stretching out in every direction farther than we can truly comprehend. It is dark and mostly silent, a silence so profound it almost feels sacred. For decades, we've listened, pointing our telescopes and radio dishes skyward, hoping for a sign we're not alone. Each night, scientists scan the heavens, searching for even the faintest whisper from the unknown. The silence was so deep, it almost felt like an answer. It was as if the cosmos itself was holding its breath, waiting. Then, one night, that silence broke. A sudden anomaly shattered the stillness, sending ripples of excitement through the observatory. The 3i Atlas telescope detected something extraordinary, a signal so strange it electrified the scientific community. It was unlike anything recorded before. This wasn't a random blip or cosmic noise. It was persistent, repeating, and impossible to ignore. It was structured, patterned, something that looked like a message. The data hinted at intelligence, at intention. Atlas, designed to spot dangerous near-Earth objects, had found something that wasn't an asteroid or a comet. It was something entirely unexpected. Initial reports were breathless. NASA promised transparency and updates. The world's eyes turned to the agency for answers. But excitement quickly turned to caution. The implications were staggering, and uncertainty crept in. Press conferences slowed, updates became vague, and then, nothing. The flow of information stopped as suddenly as the signal had appeared. NASA, the agency that took us to the moon, went silent. The world was left with more questions than answers. The sudden blackout was more alarming than the signal itself. It suggested something bigger, something perhaps too difficult to share. What did 3i Atlas really find? Why was NASA afraid to tell us? Was the truth too unsettling, or simply unknown? The story of 3i Atlas isn't just about a strange signal, it's about us. It's about our endless curiosity and our deepest fears. It's about our hopes, fears, and our place in the universe. Every discovery forces us to confront what it means to be human. Are we alone? If not, are we ready for the answer? The question lingers, echoing in the silence. NASA's silence created a vacuum, filled by speculation and anxiety. Rumors spread, theories multiplied, and uncertainty grew. The world waited for an explanation that never came. The absence of answers became its own kind of message. This event reminded us, the search for knowledge can lead to truths we may not be ready to face. Sometimes, the questions are more unsettling than the answers. Sometimes, the universe answers, and humanity hesitates to listen. We are left to wonder what we might have learned, had we dared to know. The cosmos had spoken, and we were left in the dark. The silence returned, heavier than before. It's a lesson in humility, echoing from the depths of space. A reminder that the universe is full of mysteries, and we are only just beginning to listen. To truly understand the significance of this discovery, you first need to know about the remarkable system that made it possible, the discoverer itself. 3i Atlas stands for Third Interstellar Object Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, a name that hints at its extraordinary mission. Atlas is a network of highly advanced robotic telescopes. Think of it as our planet's cosmic neighborhood watch, always on duty. Their main job is to scan the sky, night after night, searching for asteroids or comets that could pose a threat to Earth. After the surprise visit from interstellar objects like Oumuamua, Atlas underwent major upgrades, allowing it to spot objects not just from our solar system, but from the vastness beyond. Today, it stands as one of the most powerful and vigilant survey telescopes on Earth, tirelessly searching for messengers from distant stars and galaxies. How does it work? Atlas takes repeated high-resolution images of the night sky, looking for anything that moves against the backdrop of fixed stars. Its sophisticated computers instantly flag moving objects, calculate their orbits, and even try to determine where they came from. This fully automated system processes millions of data points every single night, never missing a beat. The mission of Atlas is clear: to give humanity a last alert, weeks or even months of warning before a potential impact event. Thanks to its vigilance, Atlas has already discovered thousands of near-Earth asteroids and comets, expanding our knowledge of the solar system. But then, it detected something truly strange. An object that wasn't an asteroid, wasn't a comet, and didn't follow any rules we knew. 3i Atlas was designed to protect us from cosmic threats, to be our early warning system against the unknown. Instead, it uncovered a cosmic mystery, one that challenged everything we thought we understood about the universe. The system's unblinking electronic eyes had captured something no one on Earth expected to see. The question now was, what exactly had it found, and what did it mean for our place in the cosmos? And perhaps most importantly, why did this discovery make NASA so uneasy, sparking urgent discussions and concern? The discovery began as a flicker, a tiny, anomalous point of light flagged by 3i Atlas. It was so subtle that at first, it almost went unnoticed among the countless signals and cosmic noise that astronomers sift through every night. At first, it looked like another interstellar object, moving too fast to be bound by our sun. Its velocity and trajectory suggested it was just passing through, a visitor from the vastness between the stars. But astronomers noticed something strange. Its trajectory was changing, as if it was adjusting course. The object seemed to be making deliberate maneuvers, not just drifting along a predictable path. Natural objects don't do that. No asteroid or comet had ever behaved this way in recorded history. There was no outgassing, no tail, just a sharp point of light, maneuvering with precision. It was as if the object was under intelligent control, responding to something unseen. This wasn't a rock. It was under controlled propulsion. The data was clear. Something was guiding it. Then came the real shock. The object was broadcasting a narrow-band radio signal. The frequency was unlike anything naturally occurring, focused and intentional. Not random static, but a structured, repeating pattern, mathematical pulses based on prime numbers. It was unmistakably artificial, a clear sign of intelligence. The combination of controlled movement and a complex signal pointed to one conclusion. This was an extraterrestrial probe. The evidence was overwhelming. An unmanned explorer from another civilization passing through our solar system. Its purpose was unknown, but its presence was undeniable. The discovery was monumental, a turning point in human history. News spread rapidly, igniting excitement and debate across the globe. The search for extraterrestrial intelligence had finally struck gold. After decades of listening, humanity had received a reply. The team was euphoric. They had found the Holy Grail. Years of dedication and hope had finally paid off. Protocols were followed, the international community and NASA were alerted. Scientists around the world prepared for the next steps. The world was on the brink of change. People everywhere watched, waited, and wondered what this meant for humanity's place in the cosmos. For the first time, the universe was no longer silent. The implications were staggering, opening doors to questions we had only dreamed of asking. Humanity was about to face its greatest question. The future suddenly felt both thrilling and uncertain. What did the probe want? Was it here to observe, to communicate, or something else entirely? And what would happen next? The world held its breath, waiting for the next message, the next sign. The answer would shake the world. Everything we knew was about to be challenged. And it all started with a whisper from the void, a single mysterious signal that changed everything. When NASA got the news, the atmosphere was electric. This was the moment they dreamed of for decades. Years of searching for signals had finally paid off. The initial reaction was pure scientific joy. Memos flew, emergency meetings were called, and the world's top minds assembled. Publicly, NASA was transparent, holding a global press conference. They confirmed an interstellar object with anomalous behavior and a structured radio signal. The word alien wasn't used, but the implication was clear. News channels and the internet exploded with excitement. NASA promised daily updates, sharing raw data and analyses. The object's composition was unlike any known asteroid, dense, metallic, and technological. For a few days, humanity was united in wonder. The Deep Space Network focused on the signal, while teams tried to decode its message. Was it a greeting, a map, or something else? The world watched, waiting for answers. It felt like the dawn of a new era. The joy didn't last. As NASA's teams decoded the signal, excitement turned to dread. The mathematical patterns unlocked not a greeting, but a surveillance report. The signal contained detailed data about Earth, our atmosphere, oceans, even our communications. The probe had been scanning us, performing planetary reconnaissance. The most disturbing part, some data was decades old. This meant 3I 2025A wasn't the first, just the first we'd noticed. The signal was a summary, a report on subject Earth. We weren't having a conversation, we were overhearing a monologue. The probe wasn't a benign explorer, it was a scout, part of a larger, older program of surveillance. Was this scientific study or an assessment for something more sinister? The questions were terrifying. The mood at NASA shifted from exhilaration to fear. They now held a secret that could change everything. The world's greatest discovery had become its greatest threat, and the silence began. Suddenly, NASA went dark. Daily updates stopped, press briefings were canceled, and the website froze. Journalists got no answers. The flow of information was cut off. This was unprecedented for NASA, known for its openness. Behind closed doors, a fierce debate raged. Should the world know we'd been watched for decades? The risk of panic, chaos, and global unrest was real. Ultimately, the decision was made: contain the information. The official story became a technical glitch or misinterpretation. The truth was locked away, and the world was left in the dark. With NASA silent, speculation exploded. Leaks and whispers painted a complex, worrying picture. Some believed the probes were passive observers, studying us like wildlife. Others feared they were prospectors, cataloging our resources for exploitation. The darkest theory: the probe was a military scout, assessing us as a potential threat or target. Had we painted a target on ourselves by broadcasting into space? In the absence of answers, fear and imagination filled the void. The world was left to wonder, what did the Watchers want? Imagine carrying that secret, knowing humanity is being watched by an unknown intelligence. NASA's leaders decided the world wasn't ready for the truth. They chose silence, believing the revelation would shatter society. But secrecy bred mistrust and paranoia. The truth leaked out anyway, distorted and uncontrolled. The burden of knowledge became a burden of suspicion. The story of 3I Atlas became a cautionary tale about the dangers of secrecy. What do we learn from this silent encounter? The 3I Atlas event shattered our illusion of cosmic importance. We are not the main characters, just one of many, observed from afar. The universe owes us nothing, not even a greeting. NASA's silence revealed our fear of the unknown, and our struggle to face uncomfortable truths. The story is a wake-up call. The universe is more crowded and complicated than we imagined. We are part of a larger cosmic community, ready or not. It's time to grow up and face the vast, mysterious universe that awaits.